Good morning. We're here to discuss accelerated building construction claims consultants and where we're going for the next 12 months. Just briefly, why Accelerated exists and what space they play in. Obviously, they're consultants for the construction and building sector. It is the third largest industry in Australia. Unfortunately, it also has the largest percentage of insolvencies in the country, with 1 in 4 businesses going insolvent. Research and statistics tells us that the high rate of insolvencies is due to the failure to be able to obtain timely payments. So the further you are down the contracting chain, the more likely you are to be carrying a portion of this $6 billion in bad debt. And that is exactly where Accelerated Building Claims Consultants comes in. Let's have a look at Accelerated's current strengths and why our clients even use us. We know that our price point is accurate. Our clients tell us we're an extremely cost-effective way for them to improve their cash flow and to figure out all their disputes. We are substantially cheaper than using a law firm, and we remain cheaper than them keeping these skill sets in-house on a full-time basis. So the reasons they can use us are that we are on call, they use us on an as-needs basis, and we are realistically priced. But that brings us to our next question and today's issue. Whilst Accelerated has a loyal and substantial client base, they have been getting serviced by us for over 4 years, so it's stagnated. We have a limited growth in new clients. We also have a lack of social media presence, and we are limited by the state-by-state jurisdictions at the moment, whereas we could be taking advantage of our border location and expanding into the northern New South Wales market. So that leads us to today's goal. Given these issues, that's why we've set Accelerated's goal to increase the number of new clients by 10% by the end of financial year 2020. The target market's pretty straightforward. It's just more of the same. We want to just increase our core business by that 10%, so we're aiming at that small to medium contractor, subcontractor, less than $10 million in turnover. The reason we want to look at the 10 million turnover is these people will not keep these skill sets internally. That'll make them a constant source of clientele. Also, they want them located geographically in southeast Queensland, northern New South Wales, and all the government designated growth corridors thereabout. Why this target market? We're already there, we're experienced in the market, and it is the fastest growing market in the country with 7.9% growth in the non-residential sector, 85,000 potential clients in Queensland alone. And just a quick graphic to back up the target market choice, $20.6 billion in December 2017. That's a massive market for Accelerated to be tapping into. So we've talked about the who, what, where and when and what we want to do, which is the 10% growth. How are we going to do it? What is the promotion type we're going to be doing? We're going to be looking at a social media presence because Accelerated has absolutely none, and a majority of the building industry does play in this space, especially on LinkedIn. So we want to start getting more of a profile on LinkedIn, publish more articles, have a Twitter and Facebook presence, maybe a Snapchat presence. Not so big in the building industry with Snapchat, but we'll have a look at that. Tap into the industry associations such as the Subcontractors Alliance, Master Builders, all sorts of things. And we need to register in New South Wales so we can start creating that client base. It's pretty easy to see whether or not we achieve this goal. After an initial 3-month period, we'll have a look at the number of new inquiries that have come in and where they've come in from. We'll also assess the data on the number of these inquiries that actually converted to new business. And we'll look at this and then we'll refocus our budget onto the highest conversion medium, whether that be LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter or Snapchat. At 12 months, the growth of the client list will be the most immediate measure as to whether or not we achieved our 10% growth goal. Thanks very much for listening.